Okay, guess I'll get right to it. Alright, first of all, I know y'all used to seeing my microphone on the left. It seemed like some type of invert on YouTube. And as far as with the speed, I don't know if this YouTube or my camera, so it kind of does what it wants to do. I'm thinking, maybe I got over almost 200 videos, so I don't know, maybe that could have something to do with it. But anywho, that ain't what I came on here to speak about. So getting a little closer. Now, so I be recording my videos at night, so I think the quality and the speed or something, I don't know, maybe that determines it. Seems like it records a lot better in the daytime. But anywho, of course I'm always busy and exhausted and tired from working on different projects and doing different things. But getting right to it. Let me make sure I'm angled right. Of course, every niche about, like I spoke on every niche about as far as with, what's going on with the father. And of course, that's the reason job losses increase and so on and so on. Of course, y'all know that, y'all aware that, and that's why I came on here to, kind of reiterate how serious it is. Now, me, you may say, okay, you come on here, you speaking about this stuff, and I'm sure a lot of y'all been receiving confirmations as far as it being true. And some people, they fighting bad because they're not used to it. And because they're not used to it, they don't know exactly how to respond to it. But I mean, this is officially the end. I said the Father Heaven has chosen messengers to come speak and spread the message to people, to forewarn them of what's to come. And oftentimes the chosen messengers that he choose are looked at as crazy. We looked at as, we lost, we don't know what we talking about, and all sorts of weird, chaotic stuff. So, man, I definitely got to get used to this camera here because I'm so used to the other way. But, yeah. So, basically, I bet y'all, I'm kind of like ill prepared because it's so many angles to come from. And, like I said, trying to get used to this angle as well on this camera, but overlooking it. But anywho, this is probably like one of the worst videos where I'm speaking like I first started. Alright, now my mind is focused. That's why I was trying to see where to come from. On the movie 2012, all the things I've been speaking before the movie even came out was on my channel. At the beginning of the movie, the little boy had pushed a ship that was similar to the Titanic, and that's why they zoomed in on the ship in the movie, because that's what it was symbolizing, a sinking ship, and that sinking ship was the Titanic. And I already got it on my video post, America the Sinkable Ship, referring to as the Titanic. So that was a confirmation. I'm like, wow, the Father showing me this. I mean, he sends signs in so many different ways, but everything I've been speaking. So then after seeing the confirmation as far as America being a Titanic, and in the movie 2012, they did the same thing, giving it a hint that this country is the Titanic. Then here, like I said, a conspiracy guy who says he comes off in a way on his blog, and he shows the guy in a camper or the book writer or whatnot. When he went to see him with his daughter, he shows him the blog on his computer. And when he's showing the blog on the computer, that's when the guy says on his blog, well, now he doesn't say on his blog, but he tells him, I give him a little humor, I have a little humor in it. Then I say some things to make them think. And of course, the guy's role in the movie, the conspiracies guy, was really a prophet, but they looked at him as loco, crazy, and nuts. And he was like, "That's the way I come off, is to make them think." And I was like, "Wow, the same way I do when I'm on my channel and I present messages and prophecy or whatnot and say things to make people think, even though it's the truth." Even though it's the truth, but still to, get that message across to people, to cause it to ponder in their minds, cause them to meditate on it. And when they get a person to think and start them to meditate on it, it causes them to want to research what they heard or what was being spoken. So then after he says that, once again, I was speaking this to people that actually there was another video blog that I already posted on here. Another video blog I posted on here, which is which one was that? Oh yeah, Movie Codes, the last dispensation of all truth. When I was saying that God sends movies out, of course, to get people to think. Gets people to think. So, of course, the movies that's being put out is the actual truth. Because in the scriptures, I'm not quite sure where it was at, but I think I remember reading it, how the earth is supposed to be destroyed by fire. How it's supposed to be destroyed by fire. And in the knowing in 2012 they speak of solar flares, and actually it's another movie. I got it at Walmart. It's a 2-in-1 movie. One is talking about a great fault, a great earthquake, or pretty much the I forgot what it's called, but the underground pressure from volcanoes, and how it penetrates through the earth's crust, causing great faults all throughout the country and all over the world, causing earthquakes. Is another movie, and I can't think of it off the top of my head. But yeah, then the other double, it's a double feature movie, and the other one linked to that is a movie talking about hurricanes and storms, how it's going to destroy the earth. So all these different movies, and like I said, the similarities between the knowing in 2012, the solar flares, and it kind of makes sense, the sun, solar flares, destroying a planet or hitting a planet possibly. Then the global warming. So you think global warming, solar flares, destroy the earth. Prophecy, scripture says being destroyed by fire. Kind of all goes together. If you put the pieces together. So, and definitely gotta still get used to this. But anywho, so saying all this to say, I guess kind of introductory out of stalling and being there prepared, because I've been kind of browsing on my computer, trying to figure out this whole invert thing. Like I said, gotta get used to it. But y'all can still see me, still hear me, and some still struggling to understand me. But that's part of having the Spirit of God. But so the next segment out of this, which is a continuation of this segment, is to understand about salvation. And I'm going to explain it very thoroughly so you can understand salvation. Since, as you can see, we are definitely in the end times, in the last days. And the end is coming more rapidly than a lot of people expect it to come. So, before you decide to get away from your computers or try to be evasive to hearing about Christ and hearing about God and salvation and all that, maybe you should take the time out to hear this, so I can put it in a clear, deep perspective on what salvation truly is. Now that you understand that the Bible is real, the prophecies are real, and soon many all over the globe finna find out Christ is real.